Hello. Hello to my lovely Leos. Leo, it is your turn. And look, I even pulled one of your major arcana today. Strength, Ten of Cups, Six of Pentacles. So I want to give you guys a reading. I was going to go in order of the chart or the zodiac and go with Taurus next because I just posted the Aries video. But the more I was thinking about it, it's been raining pretty much nonstop up here in Washington, where I am currently hanging out and spending the holidays with my parents. And I just really felt like I could use that Leo fire. So we're going with the fire elements. So Sag will be next, and Leo, it's your turn. This is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, but also Mercury, Mars, Jupiter. If you find yourself here right now and you're already kind of liking the vibe, then maybe there is a message here for you. But take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If this isn't what's happening for you right now, then this is not what's happening for you right now, and you will be the one to know that based off of your body pendulum, if you get a yes or a no. Yeah, hey Leo. Leos are great. So we're going to start actually with the Indigo Angel deck today, just to get an overview idea of what's happening for those of you that are watching. Oh my gosh, I just tried to shuffle the booklet in. Alright, what is it that these lions would like to know about? I also have the intuition to pull out my romance deck, so I will probably pull cards from that if this ends up being a love reading. But Leo rules the heart, and I'm feeling it. I don't know. I pulled it out for a reason. I always follow my intuition, and I am, doing most things. And I saw this card too. When I grabbed this Indigo deck and decided to also grab this romance deck, I saw this card. You are loved. This one, and there's another card too, where she's holding a heart in her hand, and it says, give love. Okay, perfect. Got my 3. Thank you. Trust and release, relax. Leo. Okay, so here, we'll take a look at this. You are loved. I love this card. And the lily, how it's actually red. A red lily. Lilies are very sacred. They're very beautiful. And a red, red is a more passionate color. You typically will see these lilies, calla lilies, in white. And they're, I believe, a symbol for purity. You'll have to look up lily or calla lily. Google it. But red is a color of passion. And this is almost like asking for forgiveness. Like, look at the body language. You're wanting to present this. There's like a gift that is being given, and to trust in it. So look at that. Look what he's holding. It's like in this present moment, there is this gift. There's this orb of light. Not only that, but you're also holding a staff. And it's dark on a mountaintop. But there's a sense of feeling prepared to, first of all, watch the sunrise, because this looks like it's right before dawn, like the darkest before dawn. And knowing that you've made it, knowing that you've received and are about to experience the gifts of this. So this could be love, this could be a relationship, and to release, relax. And all three of these, they're all of their backs are to us. And they're all looking down. There's a preparation, Leo. Make sure you're healthy along with this. Wow. Okay, so I mean, right now, release, relax. It is the holidays. We are in a really bizarre year. And hopefully whatever you're doing right now, you are able to have some solitude that feels refreshing. My Leos love to socialize. And everyone is solo here. Oh, okay. So trust that this darkness or kind of this separation or solitude, trust that you're receiving a lot of gifts and that you are resting so that you're preparing yourself to come back out into the world. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. My Rider-Waite deck, asking for some insight, please. How can I help guide any of the Leos that are watching currently? So we have the Three of Cups in reverse in the past. There was an ending of either some type of distraction, something that was taking energy away from a duo. It does not have to be a person. And in the current moment where we have Page of Wands and Seven of Wands, drink some water. Grab some water if you don't have any. There's this new sense of inspiration that you have that you want to kind of continue to keep quiet. You're not uniting with people right now, which is another way to look at that Three of Cups in reverse, is just there's not this union happening or reunion happening. There's not a celebration or a party happening. And this is what's been happening, right? Like you've been alone. Take that however that resonates. You've been in solitude. You've been quarantining, either away from someone or people that you really want to be with. If you're with others, you're just kind of like, okay. Or you're also literally you've been in solitude a lot. There's been no celebration really there's been no celebrating with others. There's been very little celebrating with others. But in this moment, it's like you know that you have an opportunity where you can rest, and that's probably the best thing to do. It's what we would all be doing anyway right now this time of year as we approach winter solstice here in the northern hemisphere. And so there's this new sense of self coming through that you kind of want to continue to keep protected, because there's something about like the ideas of other people being like kind of like snuffing you out. Not snuffing you out, that's not really the right. If there is anyone that is being a little bit cold to you, where it feels kind of cruel, or if anyone is being cruel to you, because of like what they want or their idea, or because of competition from another, or just anxiety, overthinking, like letting their thoughts and emotions take control. And it's like there's someone, and it could be you, to make sure that you're finding ways to keep it to yourself right now. It's not the time to let go and tell people or share what you're working on, like you really care about this that's now inspiring you, that you've learned a lot about yourself in this past year. And you are in a healing mode. And you're also really, really tuning into your intuition, listening to your guidance. Yeah, there's something that you once saw that just now it's not happening anymore that way. There's a new heartfelt beginning that's about to start. It's kind of a new heartfelt beginning. Yeah, Leo, there's a sense of like some coldness around you from others. And it looks like multiple people in different ways, which sucks. It does. It doesn't feel good, especially if these are close friends or family or people that have known you for a really long time. And if you are doing things that are strengthening you, where you're beginning to really take care of yourself and your health and your mental health and emotional health, which is really, really important right now. It looks like this time of solitude is so big for you, and it kind of sucks. But if you can reframe your mentality, and the easiest way for you to do that around if you can, okay, what was I going to say? Sorry, I'm trying to jump ahead. If you can reframe your mentality as to how this experience is really strengthening you and helping you, and you can trust and release into it, like surrender into it, the easiest way for you to be able to do that is by focusing on how this new way of being you is inspiring you. You're really stepping into a new inspired version of yourself. And again, so if there's anyone in your environment that's kind of like not on your page or team, or just doesn't feel like they're sending the most supportive thoughts your way, or just they're thinking it in general, not trying to send them your way, but they're just holding these ideas that feel like, unsupportive, you're really being asked to look at this differently, see how you being in solitude or just working with yourself right now, this new idea, it's not even an idea, it's literally like this new way of bringing in ideas, or this new way of connecting to your ideas, or this new way of, if you're learning how to trust and release worry or fear and like relax and let go into it and know that, you're loved and you're supported, then it's nerve-wracking, it's uncomfortable, it's scary, right? But also the more that you do it, the more comfortable you get with it, and the more inspired you are to trust and to release and relax. And we're all human, so we all have these like experiences that have really shaped us that we might have more of a tough time working through than others or whatever. But that's the thing, it's like, don't focus right now. The advice is for you. The advice is this, which is kind of interesting to see as advice. And so the way that I interpret this, the 5 of Wands with the Knight of Swords in reverse, is, first of all, make sure that you're not falling into a competitive mindset that's turning you bitter or like cold or sharp or kind of like mean in your approach to others, in your messages to others, in the way that you speak to others. Watch out if you are finding yourself in that competitive mindset. or just thinking like, oh, someone else is going to do this before me, or someone else is going to do this better, or I need to do this better, I need to do this first, I need to beat them, I need to stop. And so the other way that I interpret this same exact pattern here in the advice section is to make sure that if there are any individuals in your outer exterior, ones that maybe you've been working with, that you had a vision of for the future, but now like that vision is changing and you're not seeing them in it. And you'll know that because they will take on those characteristics of being more cold, or like cruel, or like a tongue slashing. If there's anyone giving you a tongue slashing, to work with yourself right now, to keep this new heartfelt, inspired way of being and thinking and approaching life just like on your own right now, like kind of surrender into that even more. So I'm going to clarify a little bit with the cat deck, and let's see what it has to say. So I'm asking for clarity for my Leos. Thank you for letting this message be clear and understandable. I love my Leos. Love the Leo heat and fire. You know, Leo is a fixed sign, so it's a bit easier for Leos at times to kind of like be a bit like stubborn with their ideas, and I don't mean to offend. Nope. Why I bring that up is because it's actually like recognizing for you to go ahead and kind of like hold your belief here. There's an ending to like working with someone, and it could be if this is a romantic situation or relationship, then if you've been in a period of separation, or you're newly in this period of separation because there's been a breakup, or there's been like a release of like a third party situation, maybe you've walked away from a third party situation, and if this is a romantic context, there could be another person. Doesn't have to be. Take it how it resonates. But yeah, for some, there's this, I mean, I think I kind of already said it, Leo, right? Like, it's not going to be fun. It's not going to feel good to go through this process. But you've already been going through a lot of it. There are ways that, okay, so if you owe an apology, or if an apology has been given to you recently, that experience has helped you see more of the light that you hold and your intuition. You're really honestly becoming very aligned in this solitude, and you can feel it, and it's probably a little uncomfortable, right? Like a little like but you also can feel that it's good. Okay, so let's real quick, let's just clarify. I'm going to lay all these cards out and then we will talk through. Thank you for letting this message be clear and understandable for all my Leos out there. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Walking away from something there was no hope to. It was hopeless. Beaten up. Beaten and bruised. No more of that. Nah. No more like empty promises. No more lies. Seeing the truth. Guarding yourself from manipulative people. Yeah. heavy, kind of. Sorry, Leo, I know you like it more light, but I kind of know you like a little intensity here too, so you like the action. You do like a little bit of the drama, right? I mean, come on, Leo. Fifth house, the stage. My sun and moon, my sun in Aries and my moon in Pisces both land in my 5th house. So my sun and moon, the way that those are expressed is very 5th house vibes, very Leo vibes, very like... So if you pick up on little tints of that here and there, I don't think I'm like ridiculous about it, but how would I explain that? So yeah, you're coming to a whole new like idea of who you are, and there's this newfound like strength in this new way of looking at yourself, loving your life, loving being the one to kind of like handle all the things in your life. Yeah. A lot of you are just trusting your intuition and walking away from a lousy partner. One that's not too nice, one that's not too trustworthy, and one that might temper up, flare up here or there. Like there could have been, it's kind of heavy. But you feel strong and like luminous. But not quite ready to let the cat out of the bag, right? So whatever it is that's really inspiring you right now, keep it to yourself. Like, you're the only one that needs to know that, and utilizing that inspiration in solitude, if you can focus that energy, I'm going to recommend a book to you, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And if you can utilize that energy on your own, whatever the emotions are that are coming up, whatever the feelings are that are coming up, if you can find a way to channel them into some creative work or project or your business. Now don't lose sight, don't go like all business crazy and then like lose sight of balancing out your life. This is really more of like you feeling very, very sovereign. You feeling like you are now the one that has the say. And this is new and it's exciting and it's a little scary. And there's sadness but you've been working through it all and you've been healing and you've been turning inward. Just rad. I don't mean to say that Leos won't do that. It all depends on what's in your chart, honestly. It's like, I mean, yeah, I told you guys, my sun sign is in Aries, but my moon sign is in Pisces, and they both land in the 5th house that's ruled by Leo. I mean, that means I'm super creative. But like, so there's like, everyone is this really unique combination. And aside from doing these types of readings, my absolute favorite type of reading is to read natal charts for people one-on-one. I just can't right now do that very easily through YouTube, although a lot of you that watch my channel, it's because your video is up on my channel privately, so none of the rest of y'all can see it, but it's there always. So if you've been wanting to get a private recorded reading with me, this is kind of how I do it, and I talk through it, and then I post it on this channel privately, and I send you the private link. And if you ever lose the link, I can always resend it to you, but that's not really an issue at all. So yeah, so Leo, back to you, Leo. Oh, sorry, I know. Always keep the attention on the Leo. I love Leos. Right? I need you guys to warm me up. Anyway, so for Leo, you're coming into a huge new awareness. You're just coming into more of your badassery and your strength, and this is leading you to a lot of like genuine happiness that you never would have experienced in this other pathway with this other person. So I really hope that helps. Feel free to share, like, subscribe if you are interested in more readings from me. And do check out what your placements are. So if you're a Leo watching this, what is your moon sign and rising in Venus? And you can feel free to also check out those videos if you ever feel like it. It's kind of how a lot of these things work here. Because you will get different messages, insights, ahas from each. And I'm going to stop talking and go and have a wonderful rest of your day. See you in the next video. Hi Leo, we're back. So sorry, I'm still going to pull a romance card for you. Since this definitely is more of a moving away from a romance that wasn't fulfilling and or not working. And again, like the whole start of this reading was the Strength card and the Ten of Cups. So, and a lot of moving into your own inner inspiration and happiness. So I want to pull one card real quick from this deck. Angels and guides, thank you so much for letting this message be clear and understandable. I'm asking for the best message for the Leos that are watching. This is a timeless reading, so if you find this anytime and you're here and you're still here, hi, thank you for still being here. Subscribe already, why not? Alright, what is it that Leos need to know that are moving into their own inner autonomy, sovereignty, strength? That's like 5 cards. We're not going for it. I said 1, please. 2. All right. Healing family issues and free yourself. It's just not a fun topic, right? But feel like hopefully this is giving some validation that you've made the right choice. If you really feel that this is about, setting yourself free, allowing yourself to be your own authority, like you're taking back your power. I am gonna pull one more because I just want you get like a little uplifting. Not that these messages aren't uplifting, but your love life benefits as you forgive your parents, and it's time to take back control of your life. So especially if we're playing out some old parenting dynamics, trust. Got the trust card twice. This situation is calling for you to have faith. Trust, Leo. It's darkest before the dawn. You're doing great. So much love to you. See you in the next video.